A bunch of Paddington statues were installed around the country when the film Paddington in Peru came out. Paddington is the most inoffensive children's book character I can think of, and British people have a very special place for him in their hearts. Making fun of Paddington here in Britain would produce similar results to mocking Big Bird in America. Nobody's going to think it's funny, and you just look like a massive jerk for being offensive towards such nice characters. Michael Bond, the author of the Paddington books, is from a town called Newbury down in the south of England. So, of course, it made sense that one of the Paddington statues was installed on the main street in Newbury, where all the shops are. It looks like a really cute area. There's lots of foot traffic, so lots of people will see Paddington sitting on the bench, come by, and join him. The statues are perfect for taking pictures, and it's such a fun way to celebrate a literary character that British people really love. So you can imagine how shocking it was when this statue in Newbury was sawed in half in the wee hours of March 2nd. The crime was solved very quickly, with the stolen half of the statue recovered the next day and the culprits found. To nobody's surprise, it was a couple of 22-year-old guys. They turned out to be engineers in the Royal Air Force, and I have to say, I didn't see that coming. Anyway, although the dudes who did this have been named, I'm not going to join an internet pile-on. They're already facing criminal charges and the kind of embarrassment that comes from doing such a dumb crime. I hope they have to pay for all the repairs, but I don't know if they actually need jail time, because jail can't be worse than the passive-aggressive wrath of the British public. For the rest of their lives, these guys will be the recipients of very hard stares from their fellow citizens, who will never let them forget that they behaved like absolute spam sandwiches when they sawed Paddington in half. Local officials have said that the statue will be repaired, but I was wondering if or how that could be done. So I called up someone who'd be able to explain that to me, my dad. So Dad, thanks for coming on because I wanted your expert opinion after looking at the damage to the Paddington statue in the hometown of author Michael Bond. How do you think this crime was executed?
With a handsaw, they could probably do it in about 15 or 20 minutes, depending on how sober they were at the time they performed this execution of this poor bear. And it was sad. It was a very nice little statue there. I hope they repair it because it can be done. I built a fiberglass boat kayak when I was a kid from scratch, and if they have the little piece and fit it in nicely, they can cut up some fiberglass, put it in between the two pieces, add resin, and then overlay some more resin cloth over it. It'll have to be repainted to make it look good, but they could repair it.
Okay, so it wouldn't matter that the edges are pretty jaggedy from the way it was sawed?
No, they would have to use some scissors, heavy scissors, and trim the edges as best they can, at least on the outside. And then they could make it very smooth. Again, it's a nice thing about fiberglass and the resin. You can put it on, and then you can sand the resin to make it fit the contours. If done properly, you could make it look pretty much like new.
Oh, well, that's good to know because Paddington is very loved and respected here, and the crime was quite shocking to the nation.
Well, this is a horror, isn't
it? Well, thank you for giving your expert opinion.
Thank you.
I'm actually relieved to find out that the repairs won't be too difficult. Fiberglass statues obviously aren't going to last as long as bronze or marble, but I think these cute little Paddingtons should last as long as they can so we can all enjoy them. If you've spotted Paddington sitting on a bench anywhere in Britain, let me know. Even better, share a picture if you've got one. Because although the poor little Paddington in Newbury was damaged, he'll be back, and his duplicates all over the country are happily waiting for you with a seat beside them.